Hello, Amazon.com. It's me, Beau. I'm coming to you today with a hack. If you are an entrepreneur, if you have a coffee stand, if you have a restaurant, if you're like me and if you have a film studio, you need signage. Now check this out. This is the signage that I have right here. This is just an example. I am 50 meters away, and yet with my own eyesight, I can read the big lettering that says, "We're in." And if you were driving along, you would see this sandwich board. Now, I'm going to tell you right now that a lot of people, especially new businesses, only like to say, well, we market by grassroots. We don't need signage. Guys, no matter how good your service is, no matter how good your product is, if you do not advertise in any way, it can be a physical sign, it can be online advertising. Hopefully it's a physical sign so that people actually know where you're located, but get some signage. No matter how good your service is, no one is gonna show up unless they actually know. Okay, so now this is a classic sandwich board. This goes up to, about my hip height right there. So I would say, maybe 3 feet high. And I got this on Buildasign. I'm gonna actually put the link in the description. Now, it's heavy. This is what really surprised me about this guy. This is solid plastic. Even with a lot of wind, this thing is not going anywhere. Let's go ahead and fold it up actually. And I'm gonna kind of drop it down. You're gonna hear that. That's a solid, heavy sign. So this single sign, if it brings in just one more customer, it will pay itself off. It will. So, by the way, so I put just some little text down there. So for people who are walking along the sidewalk and they kind of see it and they're like, oh, wow, I want some more details about this little company right here. Well, this is our nonprofit film studio. We produce film for other nonprofits. And here's the cool thing about Buildasign is that, well, you see the arrow pointing that way? When you make it on their template online, and by the way, I designed this whole thing using their website. No Photoshop whatsoever. Notice that one arrow is pointing that way and the other arrow is pointing that way. And that's because they automatically flip the arrows so they're all pointing in one direction. I actually contacted the customer service because I was a little concerned. I said, now I designed it on one side. Is it actually gonna be pointing in the same direction? And they said, yes, it will. And so we're gonna try to actually put this out with one hand, and wow, this thing is solid. You can also, check this out, you can unplug this little guy right here. It's kind of this rubber plug, and you can put sand in there to make it even heavier. So let's say that you live around where there are like gale force winds, you can actually put more weight in there. And so the actual measurement of this thing is just their basic standard measurement you can get on their website, but I think it's the perfect size. Do keep in mind that you should not be impeding sidewalks. Most city ordinances don't want it on the sidewalk, and most cities mandate that you take this inside each evening and you can put it outside in the morning. Basically, you can't keep this up 24/7. It's not a permanent sign. However, highly recommended if you have some sort of store and you want to point people in off of the street. I would highly recommend that you get a sandwich board and put it out. So really impressed with Buildasign, and I've actually gone back and purchased some more signs for other businesses around my community. Highly recommended. Isn't that beautiful? So that's it. Get on their website, tinker around with your own design. So that's it. Get a sign for your business. My name is Beau. Hopefully this is helpful in determining whether or not this sign from Buildasign is right for you. I will catch you later.